Welcome to the StockMentor.com studios here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm your stock mentor, Brian Johnson. I'm making professional trading simple. And another update today. After looking at the charts yesterday, I had mentioned that I have to be neutral to a little bit bullish. Told my subscribers I was a little bit more neutral to bullish, definitely more bullish. The charts just looked bullish. They just simply looked like they were ready and poised to move higher again. So my subscribers and my daily viewers were all told where my sentiment was on the move today. So back to the charts. Looking at the Dow here, you can see that this channel we had been watching. If I drag this line back, I think I can catch that little top wick there pretty close to this area here. Anyway, regardless, you can call that a bull flag. It technically kind of made an inverse head and shoulders. If we take this as a shoulder, this as a head, and this as a right shoulder, we could have called that a inverse head and shoulders. If that's the case, then our target is up at about the 10,000 mark here before it's all said and done, but that has yet to be decided. So we won't worry about that quite yet. We've got to get over this area here first. This 9850 is really the next 9850, 9900 or so would certainly be a more conservative place of entry, but this will be our next area to watch for. It has broken out of this channel. This was a great entry. Right above this area here. Could have rolled that up, as I said, into intraday today. And now even on the pullback, even if you were still in, you're still fine. There's nothing really broken here at all. We're still, it still looks actually bullish to me. So I'm still not deviating from that idea at this point. There's no reason to. We have two closes above the 20-day moving average, which was what I was looking for here a couple days ago. This little doji holding above that was a very good move. If I draw a line straight across here, it looks like we have another on the daily inverse head and shoulders pattern potentially setting up here with a shoulder, a head, and now we've come back to this neckline which runs right along here about the 9,800 mark. And if we see a pullback here, maybe into and holding the 20-day moving average for a day or two, and then another move to the upside, that could definitely take us up to the 10,000 area. That would be the next line to be looking for, and I'll break over that. NDX on a 60-minute. Showing strength as well, breaking this channel and moving up today. A little pullback, a little further pullback than actually some of the other ones showed today. The NASDAQ and the Dow were equal today at about I think they were up 0.6% or so, with the S&P showing the most strength at 0.75%. An odd kind of a day where we did see a nice move up to the indices, but the equities that I've been following here in these newsletters, especially for you daily newsletters, it didn't really give me a lot of entries. There were a couple of really nice plays, but not every one of them have been working out, just because I'm a little bit more conservative on my entries. But NDX on a daily, you can see right back to this dotted line. I brought that up to you yesterday. Let's see if it holds as resistance. Sure enough, it held as resistance, so I'm liking this line more and more. Definitely will be a point of contention moving forward as this market tries to push itself higher. NDX on a weekly, you can see we are now into and done with Thursday. So now we can start to look at these weekly candles with a little bit more interest, seeing how we've only got one day left. If the bears are going to make this, kind of eliminate this bullish look, they're going to have to move the markets a lot tomorrow. I don't see it. Can it happen? Absolutely. I don't actually expect it. This just looks very bullish to me. This looks like a move up beyond resistance, a pullback into what is now becoming support, and now another push up. This 1773 and or over the 1800 area is really the next push on the weekly if this bullishness keeps up. SPX on a 60-minute, very bullish here at the beginning of the day, right into a support area, moved up from there, and pulled back again here into this 1065 area, which it held very nicely. On a daily, you can see that we are up above this kind of quote-unquote last line in the sand I had for the bears. If they were going to do anything, they needed to gap down today and start to run this downward. For me to give them any kind of consolation to a bear move. Now that we've got a close above this area, any other close above this area is nothing but a bullish. So I could see another run up here. Obviously 1070, then 1075, then 1080. Above 1080, I just don't see why we don't get to 1100. Been talking about that for a few weeks now. SPX on a weekly. This is the big one. This will be very interesting to see where we close tomorrow on the weekly SPX. This still looks like a bull run up with a little bull pullback here and another run up. Potentially, it really depends on the close tomorrow. So I'm going to be looking at this very closely tomorrow in my Friday newsletter. The VIX on a daily fell, came right back into a support area though. On a weekly, you can see where we're at. And with 1 day to go, we're still holding this previous support line and this 200 week moving average. The VIX is doing all it can to stay up above this $24 area here. So we'll see if it can do it by the end of tomorrow. Apple on a 60-minute